While alphas are busy posturing for the crowd and demanding attention, the Sigma male operates as a ghost in the machine, present but untouchable. He doesn't need a title to command respect. His power comes from a quiet competence that disrupts the expectations of everyone around him. He is the psychological black hole that absorbs information while giving nothing back. Stay with me until the end. You are about to learn how the Sigma uses strategic silence to dismantle the egos of those who think they are in control. By the final point, you will understand the haunting wisdom behind why he allows others to win just to secure his own radical autonomy. Sign number 1. He looks right through you, not at you. Society often mistakes his intense gaze for being socially awkward or detached. It is actually his greatest investigative superpower. He bypasses your title, your expensive watch, and your social media following. He is reading the micro-expressions and body language shifts you didn't even know you were emitting. While alphas are busy performing for the room, the Sigma is logging the unspoken truths you were trying to hide. The effect is haunting. When he looks at you, the room feels smaller. People realize their carefully crafted social mask is transparent, leaving them feeling psychologically stripped down in seconds. Men feel a chill in their spine because they realize they are being decoded, while women often find this unwavering focus intoxicatingly dangerous. He gains the strategic freedom to know exactly who is real and who is a liability before a single word is ever exchanged. But his ability to see you is only the first layer of his psychological depth. Sign number 2. He mirrors your unspoken insecurities. Most people follow the standard small talk script to keep things comfortable. The Sigma ignores the script entirely. He drops precise observations that cut directly through your performance. Society might call this being blunt or too intense, but it is actually a surgical focus. He is addressing the reality of your internal motivations that you try to hide from the crowd. Have you ever felt like someone was reading your private diary just by looking at you? It's a whisper you can't unhear. This disrupts expectations and breaks the power balance of the conversation. People realize they cannot hide their desperation for validation from him. It makes them feel exposed, as if their secrets are leaking out. He uses this to filter out manipulators instantly, building his empire in silence while the crowd stays trapped in meaningless social games. Sign number 3. He calculates your tactical weaknesses through total stillness. Instead of reacting to insults or social shade like the average man, he remains eerily still. He processes your emotional outbursts like a machine. What looks like passive behavior to the untrained eye is actually a data logging session. He is identifying exactly where your ego is most fragile. His lack of reaction makes others feel like an insect under a microscope. It proves that your loud intelligence has zero impact on his internal frame. Men feel a chill in their spine because they realize their weapons of shame or anger aren't working. He wins by staying untouchable in high-stakes moments. He utilizes your revealed weaknesses to steer outcomes toward his radical autonomy while you're still trying to get a rise out of him.
Sign number 4. He archives your precise details like a silent historian. The average person forgets details as soon as they're spoken. The Sigma recalls specific words, tones, or facial shifts you made years ago. He treats every interaction as a data point in a larger puzzle. People often view this level of memory as creepy or obsessive. In reality, he is solving the simulation in the background. When he reveals how much he knows, it feels like a glitch. People realize they have been under silent surveillance without ever asking for permission. They fear the level of depth he has acquired while they weren't paying attention. He uses this databank to predict human behavior with startling precision. It ensures he is consistently 3 steps ahead of the competition without ever having to announce his next move. Drop a comment if you've ever met someone who remembered a detail about you that you had forgotten yourself. Sign number 5. He vanishes without social permission. Most men are terrified of being forgotten. They post every meal and every milestone, desperate to remain visible to the pack. The Sigma disconnects without warning or goodbye. Society labels this as being flaky or antisocial. It is actually his time to sharpen his mind. He is shedding his old skin to return as a more evolved version of himself that no longer fits into your outdated social categories. His ability to thrive in a visibility-obsessed world makes others feel irrelevant. It disrupts expectations because they can no longer track his power level. The room feels smaller when people realize they have no way to reach him. By mastering his evolution in the shadows, he launches projects with a density of purpose that loud alphas can never replicate. They are addicted to the spotlight. He is addicted to the results. Sign number 6. He grants you a false victory to observe your true nature. The crowd is obsessed with being right. The average man will argue until he is exhausted just to protect his ego. The Sigma will intentionally let you believe you've won. He accepts your dominance because the information he gathers from your reaction is more valuable than a petty argument. This is a strategic concession. They eventually realize they weren't leading the interaction, they were merely performing for an audience of one. It creates a haunting realization that he was studying their every move while they were celebrating. This allows him to win the long game. He secures the ultimate prize, while the loud types waste their energy asserting dominance for empty applause. If you've ever let someone win just to see their true colors, type strategic in the comments. Sign number 7. He rejects your negotiation attempts with absolute finality. He delivers a no that is a complete sentence. He refuses to offer the sugar-coated justifications or lengthy explanations that society uses to soften boundaries. While the crowd sees this as cold, it is the ultimate guard for his personal energy. He refuses to play the politeness game that keeps most men enslaved to the expectations of others. This breaks the power balance instantly. People realize they have zero leverage over his choices, which causes a deep-seated fear. They feel powerless to manipulate a man who doesn't care about their social pressure. By ruthlessly guarding his frame, he builds a life of absolute freedom that most will never have the courage to claim. He is the psychological black hole where your demands go to die. The world will always try to fix what it cannot categorize. They will call your silence a weakness and your independence a threat, but they are simply reacting to a strength they cannot replicate. Every sign we've discussed, your tactical stillness, your refusal to play the game, your ability to vanish and evolve, stems from an inner core of unshakable autonomy. You don't need the spotlight because you are the one holding the lens. Your strength is far too deep for the average mind to grasp, and nothing can ever take that away. You weren't just surviving the simulation, you've already mastered it. While the pack fights for the scraps of social approval, you are building a legacy in the dark. Thank you so much for watching.